Rahim. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all. Allow me on behalf of the government of Jordan, represented today by my esteemed colleague, the Minister of Education, who is a great champion of educational reform and a critical component in the government reform agenda, which focuses on the National Strategy for Human Resource Development, and on behalf of the Ministry of Planning and International Cooperation, to thank our partners. And as my colleague said, USA, Germany, EU, the UK, Canada, and Norway for being with us here today as we are about to announce the new assistance package, building on last year's support to deliver on the Accelerating Access to Quality Formal Education Plan for the current school year 2017-18, which is very much in line with the Jordan Compact and the commitments made at the London and Brussels conferences. I want to thank our partners. Their sustained and continued support in recent years has been critical in assisting Jordan to stay resilient and to respond to its humanitarian resilience and development needs. We gather today to obviously renew that commitment and to create a better future for all children in Jordan, and with a determination to address the remaining challenges, the most pressing of which obviously are the continued pressure and deterioration on the quality of education at public schools due to the overcrowding, the double shift systems, the shortage of qualified teachers, and the disparities between the academic levels of Syrians and Jordanian students. The insufficient and inadequate educational infrastructure, so there are urgent needs to add more schools, more classrooms, and more wash facilities, water and sanitation and health facilities. And ensuring the enrollment of, as much as we can, the Syrian children who are currently out of formal education, and a serious challenge of attracting Syrians into the formal educations or catch-up programs. Realizing the vital role of education in providing the creation of a no-lost generation, we made serious commitments as government, as my colleague said, as led by the vision of His Majesty and really the vision of the successive governments to implement that vision, both in London and Brussels, to continue supporting the accelerating access to quality formal education as outlined in the Jordan Compact and the Jordan Output Document, in order to increase, which were both, as you recall, in London last year and in Brussels this year, to continuously to work to increase the participation of Syrian children in our formal education. And as the Minister has said, this is not an easy commitment to make, given all the pressures and all the burdens and all the challenges we are trying to do. Our event today is one to celebrate, I guess, a success that we have achieved so far, to start another new chapter and a new school year towards providing the opportunity for quality education to Syrian refugee children in camps and host communities, and stemming from our Jordanian national belief of not leaving no one behind. Together we have achieved great results in the last academic year, including 125,000 Syrian children enrolled in schools, and my colleague can correct me if any of the summary numbers are not correct. We're running now more than 200 schools at double shifts. Around 5,700 new teachers are employed in double shift schools and in single shift schools, and 1,600 children were enrolled in the Ministry of Education certified non-formal educational programs, and nearly 50 catch-up centers were established in double shift schools, and 16 school complexes that incorporate 44 individual schools were established actually in the camps. This additional grant support of JD 54 million that is about to be announced will help us deliver on our commitment as Jordan to continue providing the opportunity, a quality education to every child in Jordan, regardless of nationality, in a safe, inclusive, and tolerant school environment, in line with the plan, yet in a manner that does not impact, hopefully, the quality of education provided to Jordanians, which is a very challenging task for the Minister of Education. And clearly, this is part of the donor commitments also that they made to Jordan, as part of the Jordan commitments made in London, and the Jordan output document commitments made and re-emphasized in Brussels earlier this year. This new support, we hope, will target about 130,000 Syrian students in schools, including the double shift schools, and by recruiting and training additional teachers, covering tuition fees, cost of textbooks, and other operational expenses, which means kind of compensating partially the additional burdens and costs that the government is incurring in doing this noble project that we very much believe in at the national level. Looking forward, and I wouldn't be doing my job if I don't remind our colleagues and our partners, the donors, that we have identified this year under the Jordan Response Plan in the educational sector and about needs of about $337 million. So hopefully the $73 million we announced today, or 54 million JDs, goes towards contributing to that. And we're going to work very strongly with our donors to maximize the resources we bring to help the Ministry of Education cover most of the needs that have been jointly identified by the donors, by the government, and by the UN agencies and INGOs as represented in the Jordan Response Plan 2017-2018. Thank you to our donors who are stepping up and trying to increase responding to their commitments made to Jordan. And it is our joint responsibility to work together to continue providing the educational opportunities for our children and the creation and avoiding the creation of a lost generation. This will require your sustained support to the accelerating access to the quality formal education and to the Jordan Response Plan over the next few years. Thank you.
Thank you.